Okay, looking at Maker here, MKR. Um, Broke way below this 1250 zone. I haven't looked at this in like a week, I think, plus. I was looking for a buy position if it broke from here to here and then retested, but obviously did not do that. All these cryptos fell really, really hard. So let's figure out what this is going to do next. Might as well delete all these. It's still technically bullish because it is above this moving average. And it's actually approaching a really significant area here, right at 1,000. So we'll see how this plays out when it hits this price. There you go, 1,000. So you can see it tapped it here and then tapped it again here, like pretty much exactly. And then what I'm curious about is today's candle. If it doesn't go as low as yesterday's candle, or that's one thing, or if it goes through this 1,000 and then also still rejects, I'd consider that equal as well. But looking for price to possibly pull back up to at least this area here. But I mean, it's tough to say because, and I don't really think this is bullish because it is way above this moving average, but all the other cryptos are becoming very, very bearish. So as far as like most recent price action on this daily chart, you can see just lower lows, lower highs. So yes, it's above this moving average, but I don't really think that it is bullish. I'd be looking for a pullback up to probably this area here is 11.25, and then maybe a potential short position there, just depending on how price reacts at that area. Obviously this $1,000 mark is super significant. If it breaks this $1,000 mark, then it's probably going to head much lower. So, but if it doesn't break this 1,000 and it decides to start pulling back up, this is probably where it'll go to, possibly a little bit lower. Price likes to create liquidity zones lower than the previous ones. If it is still like if this is bearish and this was the previous liquidity zone for the bears, then it will create it most likely will create one right below this zone. And you actually can see that there is a right at about 1100, so nice, again, nice whole number, might be where this new zone is created. So could see something like this happening, price coming back up to this area and then rejecting it, and then looking for a position even lower than 1,000 here. The next one is right around here, so that puts us at about right in the 900s, like 925 kind of thing. If price comes back up to 1100 and then heads back down, that's kind of where we're probably headed, and that'll be like a next month type of thing. Yeah, so I mean, as far as this being above the moving average on the daily, like, and telling us that it is bullish, I don't really think it is. I think just based on this previous price action and all the other cryptocurrency pairs, I think this is heading lower. It's way below the 4-hour moving average, so it might not be below the daily yet, but it's way below the 4 hours. So I think quite a bit of bear momentum in this market, so I would not be looking to buy this anytime soon. Even if it rejects this $1,000 mark, I would not buy it. I would wait for it to come up here and look for a short position right around the 1100. And then yeah, if it breaks this area, then it's probably going down lower to about in the 900s here, the low 9s. And then yeah, I mean, I would still just keep waiting for a short position. So anytime it creates an area of liquidity, so like this is the most current one here, that's where you just look for a short position. So if price comes back, let's see, it rejects this 1,000 again, comes back up to 1100-ish, between 1100 and then this zone here, this 4-hour moving average will probably catch up and kind of meet it over here somewhere, and then function as resistance as well. And then also then price is going to head lower at that point. Once it meets the moving average, meets this zone, all the the liquidity area, like I said, it might form a liquidity area right below this previous zone, very, very common, right at this $1,100 mark, which I like that it's a whole number. So that is what I would be looking for Maker here. Yeah, might be a play for next month to just see if it If it decides to come back up a little bit, look for that short position. And then, yeah, if it breaks this 1,000 mark, then we're looking for shorts, you know, much earlier than anticipated, you know. So I do think that it actually could break this $1,000 mark before it comes back up to 1,100, but we will see. I'll keep you guys posted. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, any other pairs you want to see, anything like that. Any feedback is appreciated. I love it all. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.